Welcome to the Geek Easy. Sit back, grab a libation of your choice, and relax, 'cause it's time to do some geek stuff in the Geek Easy. Welcome back to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Let's grab a beverage of your choice, because today I'm going to be reviewing a book that I picked up earlier today. I didn't feel like doing an unboxing because I knew that I was going to finish it today and I could just do the review. It is Torrent, published by Image Comics, written by Mark Guggenheim, and illustrated by Justin Greenwood, colored by Rico Renzi, and lettering and book design by Keith Wood. And they're created by Mark Guggenheim and Justin Greenwood. Alright, so basic story of this is there's a woman by the name of Michelle Metcalf. She lives in a place called South Cross, and she is a superhero by the name of Crackerjack. Right? And, she's the, just out there kicking butt and taking names. These guys are, doing a armored car robbery in the daytime. She's out there kicking butt, and this guy by the name of Slipstream comes in to help out, and, she takes him down and all that. And Slipstream is kind of a newer guy, and he's looking to become her sidekick. And she's just like, yeah, dude, I really don't need a sidekick, she can tell she's sort of, likes the kid, but he finds her a little annoying. I mean, she finds him a little annoying. And she's just, it's like, okay, I don't want to deal with this shit. And so she just says, not going to deal with it. And he knows who she is. He, I guess he figured it out or something like that. And she's like, look, I'm perfectly happy doing this stuff on my own. I don't need this. And we find out that she is happily married and has a son. She does the superhero stuff during the day, comes home, cooks dinner and all that stuff, does the wife things and all that stuff. The husband goes off to work, and they all know who she is, what she does for a living. Well, there's a main bad guy, and Slipstream got hurt during the thing because he wasn't paying attention. And so she takes him to her version of the Batcave and all that, and helps him, gives him a thing that says you have 48 hours, you have to stay off your legs in 48 hours. But he gets kidnapped by this bad guy and tortured to figure out who she is. And the bad guy sends some people in, kills the husband, and kidnaps the son. So that's the basic setup of this thing. Now, what is she going to do about that? How is she going to deal with that? Because she's this normally dealt with as a law-abiding superhero in South Cross. So she goes to, I guess this place is version of the Justice League and says, hey, I need to go get my kid back, yada, yada, yada. So basically saying take the law in their own hands, but the Superman, whatever you call it, it's like, yeah, no, we can't do that. We have to, we have to have a warrant and all that stuff. And she goes in anyway, gets the kid, and then their version of Wonder Woman talks them into it. And they go out and help her, right? But she still wants, so they get the kid back, but she still wants justice for her husband. Now, how do you go about arresting and prosecuting the guy that gave the order, right? Everyone knows that he gave the order, but you can't, you have costume superheroes. You can't, they would have to testify and give up their secret identity. And as the district attorney says, they are considered state actors. Sort of like the police. They have to have, there's all the Fourth Amendment stuff, search warrants, probable cause, and all this stuff. And if what they did there just throws everything out. So they could, even if the woman who helped out came to testify and said, yeah, I saw this. You couldn't do it because they didn't do it the right way. So, she's this, Michelle is sitting there trying to figure out how to do this, get justice for her husband and what happened. And going through the motions, and this is a little bit more of a realistic thing because, this is what would happen if there was really superheroes, even if they were like a Justice League type. And then, of course, she just says, fuck it. And starts going after the group of people working their way up to find out where dude is. And which brings her in conflict with the superhero group because they're trying to stop her because she's just using military-grade weapons. She's going all Punisher on him. And so, this is a really good book. So it's just, it speaks to, how far would you go? How far would you go to get justice? Would you, you've got your kid back, can you do anything? You really can't do anything about your husband. But if you go and kill the guy that kills your husband, is that justice or is that revenge? All this stuff. And it's a pretty good book. And it was just a really exciting, kind of well-written book. And the art is pretty good. It's not super realistic, but it's more appropriate for what's going on, the story. So it's I really enjoyed this book. I am glad that I got it. It's a blind buy that worked out. And I liked the way that it ended. But it looks like there was a series that might be coming out, and that was supposed to have been coming out this last February. Superhero Isn't a Superhero, February 2023. Torrent. So I need to start looking into that. But yeah, they even have some little extra materials in the back, not much, but yeah, I'm gonna give this a 4.5 out of 5, and say pick it up because it's a fun book. Anyway, let me know what you thought of it. If you read it, and like, subscribe, And most of all, enjoy your comics.